Welcome back to In His Mind. So this is going to be a short video talking about the Angel Engine and the video that talks about it, that breaks it down. I mean, it's roughly 8 minutes long anyway, 8 minutes and 3 seconds. The one that breaks it down is called How Humans Corrupt an Angel, the Angel Engine Full Story and Theories. And that's like 21 minutes and 30 seconds long, give or take. Whew. Analog horror done right. This is like a fan fiction Christian story, but with analog horror, as in like old graphics, kind of 80s graphics. It's the equivalent of let me see here, The Dig. It's an old 1990s video game. I Have a Mouth But Cannot Scream, graphics like that. Just old school graphics from the 1990s PC games. I can't think of anything else. Airborne Rangers, maybe? Anyway, so it's brutal, but it's good and very interesting. I want to say, I don't think it's physically possible or even spiritually possible to capture an angel, but at the very least, you could put it in a compromising position where it either is supposed to, it either wants to serve you. It would serve you over wanting to serve God. Like, that would be a rock and a hard place right there for an angel. Does he go out his way to, like, work with you, help you, protect you, to the point where he's going against God and whatever his directive actually is? I mean, outside of that, I don't see anything like this ever happening. But it's interesting because it talks about controlling an angel and using all of its power to create some sort of an engine, almost like a power source of some kind. It's either somewhere between it turns the angel's divine essence and powers into a weapon or into an engine. I'm not sure which, maybe both. But it's the ending that is absolutely horrific here. I think I'm going to play the ending first. The beginning just goes through steps 1 through 8, I think, where it talks about how to go about taking over and being in charge and all of that. It's very simple, very graphic. That's why, you know, the whole analog horror, I've got to kind of put that up there. It's like, you got to know what you're stepping into here. It's old school, and it's like PG-13, I think, as far as the graphics going, but it is one of the most interesting videos I've seen in a very long time. And it's not even long either. That's the crazy thing. Actually, another crazy thing is that the website on the video still works. It actually still connects to a specific place. All right, let me play the ending here.
Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war.
There's no discharge in the war. So potentially having a system set up to exploit, to use, and then to have men consistently in a never-ending war, never-ending conflicts. It doesn't even have to be the same conflict. It could just be conflicts popping up all over. No rest, no discharge from the war. Oh, talk about brutal. Here's the interesting thing, too. I think angels are used to never-ending conflict. You know, angels and demons and spirits of all kinds. I think rest for them looks differently, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in a state of never-ending war. Which gives you more thoughts, more perspectives on what that possibly looks like. going back and building off of some previous videos, you know, I don't think spirits can be harmed in a physical sense, but they can be bound or unbound. If you take a look at the phrasing across the New Testament with when talking about spirits, binding and unbinding, and even going back to Peter, binding and unbinding is the usage that is common, so to speak. I don't think there's much more to say as far as that goes. So check out the links down below, and I would love to get your thoughts on this, because realistically speaking, I don't think it will ever happen, but if it ever did happen, we're in trouble. Being able to exploit angels is bad, and honestly, if God, it would make sense why God is limiting interactions between humans and angels to begin with. Not just because the possibility of angels falling and becoming something else, fallen angels or demons or whatever, but also the whole being put between a rock and a hard place, being used, being abused, and ultimately choosing and putting something between themselves and God. Because then, like I said, there's a lot there, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this stuff. It's interesting. All right, until next time, all right?